Hello everybody, this is Gwyneth Isaacs speaking here today. Now, I'm going to make a quick YouTube video. We're starting to get some spatters of rain. Oh well. But hopefully I'll get this video finished before it really sets in. We're just getting a drop or two. So, anyway, there we go. I've got a couple of things to mention today. Okay. One of them is, of course, I have to, mention about the coronavirus. Oh my God, the whole world's gone corona crazy. It looks as if we're going to have pretty well full martial law troops on the streets in Melbourne within a week. Okay. They're making everybody stand 6 feet apart. That's really not going to do very much, actually. I trained as part of my science degree at Melbourne Uni many years ago in epidemiology and virology, and my classmates that I trained with are now working, at the Walter and Eliza Hall Institute. They're working, for the, big vaccine and pharmaceutical companies and all the rest of it. And we all received the same information back in the day. This, oh gosh, and I have to fill you in about anecdotal evidence of what I am hearing. Okay? I am hearing that there's a lot of people saying, oh, this virus is not a big deal, it's, glorified common cold, glorified flu, whatever. It can't hurt us, blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh. This is not a common cold. This is a bioweapon. Okay? They say, oh, it only kills like 1% of people that are diagnosed with it. Yeah, that's the same percentage that the Spanish flu killed. But actually, if you look on the longitudinal statistics, okay, big fancy word, it means resolved cases, long-term resolved cases. This is Australia, we have flies in this country. Okay, so that's why you see me doing that. It's an Aussie salute. What happens is you've got to look at the ratio of resolved cases, recoveries versus deaths. And the long-term statistics of the thousands and thousands and thousands of coronavirus cases that have now been in the whole history of the world, it's just going back about 3 months, 4 or 5 months maybe. The long-term statistics are that 1 in 10 people that is diagnosed officially with the coronavirus will die of it. And that's out of thousands and thousands and thousands of cases, and that's called statistically stable figures, statistically significant figures. Okay? 1 in 10 people, that's 10% of the resolved cases are deaths. That's not a common cold. That's not a common flu. Okay? That's not something that you can just sweep under the rug and just say, oh, la-di-da-di-da, it's all okay. Now, I've been speaking with friends that I know well, that I really trust, friends who will always tell me the truth. Okay? And they have people that they know who are friends and family members who are working in ICU wards, intensive care, some of them in America, some of them in Spain and Italy, you know, places like that. And what they are saying, I posted this on my Facebook wall yesterday from one of my friends, Lisa Dennis Sparks. She's a lovely lady. Go and check out her page. She's got a lot of useful information there. Believers Central 1. But also other friends who are personal friends who I'm not, you know, who are going to be unnamed. But they have friends and family members who are working as doctors in Italy and Spain. They are saying that this is the most terrifying disease they've ever seen. That the ICU wards in Spain and in Italy are at the point of collapse, and that they don't have enough medical supplies, and that they are in very, very, very deep trouble in Italy and in Spain. Their whole system is right at the point of imploding in on itself. And I said to my friend, so do you reckon that Australia might be there in like a couple of weeks or month maybe? And she said, well, maybe. And my friend lives for some of the time in Melbourne. She says Melbourne is going insane with skyrocketing crime rates in inner suburban Melbourne, in the outer, in the middle and inner suburbs of Melbourne. Things are going really crazy. Okay, so she lives, when she is in Melbourne, she lives in the outer suburbs of Melbourne, and she said things are just, they're going insane in the eastern suburbs and inner suburbs of Melbourne. The skyrocketing crime rates. Police don't seem to be particularly bothered about solving any sort of crime, but if you're standing 6 feet, if you're not standing 5 feet away from someone, then oh my gosh, it's the worst thing in the world. You're going to be arrested and locked in prison for 6 months. We've got a storm coming through. I hope you can hear me. I apologise for the background noise. I know this is going to play havoc with my speakers. So I'll wind up quickly here. That's what's really going on. All the best, and I'll see you later.